What's up YouTube? It's your boy Naughty Nev, and today I have a replay for you. Cyber Dragons going up against Infernoid Fire Kings. That is quite an interesting deck. I'd like to tell you guys, please leave a like, subscribe and comment down below what you think of this replay. Otherwise, going straight into the duel. Our opponent wins the rock, paper, scissors and they choose to go first. So in the opening hand, our opponent has Void Breach, Fire King Avatar, Void, I assume it's Rainition, I am not sure, I apologize if I pronounce it wrong, Infernoid, Patrulia, Forbidden Droplet, and in our opening hand we have Tracked, Fuwalos, Clockwork Knight, Hertz, and Talent. So compared to the previous video, if you guys did watch the other video, you will see I have a different build and I'm not playing Clockwork Knight. So this is an old deck list. This is an old deck I was playing with a different build, so this is just an old replay, but I still want to show you guys this replay. So opponent goes first, and in the main phase they start with the spell Void Rainition, and they discard the entire hand after revealing one Infernoid monster. So they discard 4 and they draw another 4. Opponent then normal summons Decatron effect. This will send Infernoid Atondel. Gosh, these Infernoid names. Yeah, I'm going to struggle pronouncing these names, but moving on. Opponent then activates the field spell Fire King Island, uses Fire King Island effect, destroying Decatron to add Sacred Fire King Garunix. Garunix effect will then trigger, special summon itself, and uses its effect on summon to destroy one other fire beast, beast warrior, or wing beast monster from the deck, and he decides to destroy Alcanix. I think Alcanix effect triggers, I think it reborns itself if I'm not mistaken. Or no, special summons from special summons. Where's this? Oh, okay. Special summon one Fire King High Avatar Garunix from your deck. And here we decide to drop Fuwalos, and our opponent does not have Ash. So Fuwalos will now start helping us get some draws. We draw into Cyber Emergency and our opponent decides to set Infinite Impermanence and pass for turn. I guess he doesn't want to activate draw because I am not sure about the Fire King strategy that well. I guess he would also have to search from his deck and draw might just hurt him as well. I'm not sure. But anyway, we start our turn and we draw into Parulia. Well, that's unfortunate, but here we go. So we enter main phase. And now we activate Parulia because I understand... Which one is it? Actually, I am not very sure why I activate Parulia, but oh well, we carry on. So I start with Fiendsmith Tract. As you know, the drill, activate all other cards to try bait out your opponent's interruptions before we start off with our Cyber Dragon plays. So Tract, add Luri, discard Luri, then Luri effect, and our opponent chains draw. So we cannot add cards from our main deck to our hand for the rest of this turn. Luri special summons itself, link it to Requiem, Requiem effect, summon Lacrima, and then Lacrima effect. Our opponent decides to imperm Lacrima, and here I can't use talents, can't use Cyber Emergency, so the only play I could do was activate Clockwork Knight, make all the monsters on the field machine, normal summon Hertz, and contact Fuse into Chimera Tech Fortress Dragon, which is at 4k attack, so our opponent takes 4000 damage, and I can't really do much from here, so I just pass for turn. Opponent normal summons Ponix. Ponix on summon will add a Fire King spell or trap deck to hand. Our opponent adds Circle of the Fire Kings. This card, target one fire monster your opponent controls and you control, gosh, I can't read, and one fire monster in your graveyard. Destroy that monster you control, and if you do, special summon the other monster. So this is basically a monster reborn for Fire Kings. So opponent activates Fire King Island, destroy Ponix, add Avatar Kirin, and then Garunix will trigger engrave to special summon itself. Garunix effect, destroy Kirin, then Kirin effect, I think it special summons one Fire King monster from the hand or graveyard, and then they can destroy one card on the field. So obviously they should be destroying Clockwork Knight, so they summon back the other Garunix, the old Garunix, and then they pop, I'm pretty sure it's they pop Chimera Turk Fortress Dragon. Next, our opponent XC summons into, is it zombie? Yes, zombie vampire. And then here I decide to use Lacrima effect. Lacrima will shuffle itself to summon Requiem. Requiem will now trigger to special summon Lacrima, and then Lacrima will send the Fiendsmith Paradise. So I can't activate that actually, so that is actually a misplay on my side. Fiendsmith Paradise only triggers if your opponent special summons a monster. So my opponent first had to special summon another monster, and then I could use its effect. I'm pretty sure that's how it works. If I'm wrong, do correct me in the comments down below. So this is a misplay on my side. Opponent will then banish 2 monsters to summon Infernoid Atondel, I guess. Yes, Atondel. And then our opponent is going to enter battle phase, attack into our Lacrima, and then when Atondel destroys a monster by battle, I think it can activate its effect to attack for a second time. So we take 2,800. 2-3. Sorry, Clockwork Knight makes them all machines, and machine monsters our opponent controls loses 500 attack. Opponent then activates the quick play spell, Circle of the Fire Kings, I guess, to destroy, and then special summon back. Yeah, I was about to say. Special summon back Volcanics. Volcanics effect destroys Kirin to add Ponix to the hand. Ponix then triggers, special summons itself, and then attacks with Volcanics for 300 damage. Oh gosh, I forgot. It's not 800. Anyway, opponent link summons into Anima and then goes into SP. SP effect will now banish our Clockwork Knight. Now in the main phase, we do activate Imperm. I don't want to deal with SP busy banishing our monsters. So activate Imperm, negate SP. Then we go with Cyber Emergency, add core to hand. And our opponents... Yeah, so I think the play was, we do have a Cyber Dragon engrave, and since there's no interruptions on the field or engrave, besides Garunix, which will trigger if a monster he control... Wait, is it fire? Let me see. No, only a monster that was originally fire. So actually, I don't think our opponent had any interruptions from here. So activate Cyber Emergency, normal summon core after being added to the hand. And now this is the OTK line. Core searches Cyberdark Realm. Then Cyberdark Realm will search Cyberdark Chimera. Chimera effect will get us Power Bond. And now here, I think I pretty sure decided to Contact Fuse. No, I am wrong. I go into SP. And then Fusion Summon into Rampage. Rampage effect will definitely, I think, pop the field spell. Well, it was going to pop the field spell. The field spell was going to blow up his field, and then we just attack for game. Going into game 2, our opponent makes us go first. I don't think I was prepped for that. So in the opening hand, we have Luri, Phantasme, Perulia, Fualos, both Molcharmies, and Power Bond. Our opponent has Void Recognition, Void Vanishment, Instant Fusion, Ponix, and Super Poly. So I decide here, I'm not sure, the 2 Molcharmies will be dead if I do put a body on the field or just a card on the field. So I'm pretty sure I do pass on this, yes. So our opponent draws for turn, they draw into a Ponix. They enter main phase, they set Instant Fusion, but I'm pretty sure they will activate this soon. So they activate Void Recognition, reveal a Void card, Infernoid card, yes. Infernoid monster or a void spell or trap. Opponent will now discard the entire hand and draw that many cards. And here I just decide to activate Perulia. Also to see if there's an Ash. If he does have an Ash, then He can try and negate the Prulia, but also I think I did make the mistake. I should have chained Fuwalos, because if my opponent discards 4 cards and then when he draws 4 cards, if he draws into an Ash, he can now stop our Fuwalos. So I actually should have chained Fuwalos to Prulia to ensure it doesn't get ashed. And now, as you can see, our opponent drew into Ash, so Fuwalos will be negated. So yeah, opponent misclicked. But anyway, opponent normal summons Decatron from the hand. We draw Machine Dupe off Prulia. Decatron will then send Infernoid Deviati? I'm not sure. Next, our opponent will activate Instant Fusion to special summon that new Infernoid Fusion, I think it is. So we decide to chain Fuwalos, and as I said, it gets negated by Ash, and our opponent summons Infernoid Evil. There we go. Infernoid Evil will trigger. It will banish 1 Infernoid monster from the grave and send Infernoid monsters with different names from our opponent's deck to the graveyard equal to the banished monster's level. So that will be 2, 4, 6, 8. That's level 9. Okay, cool. Opponent sending Infernoid monsters to the grave. I'm pretty sure some of these Infernoid monsters is able to reborn themselves, banishing monsters. There's a particular condition for that. Opponent will activate Circle of the Fire Kings, pop Infernoid Evil, reborn Ponix, and then it will be Infernoid Evil effect. Our opponent does not activate. Oh, sorry, does activate Ponix. That's Chain Link 2. Chain Link 1. Searches Fire King Sanctuary. Fire King Sanctuary will place Fire King Island in the spell in the field spell zone. Uses the effect of Fire King Island, destroy Ponix, add Grunix. Grunix effect to special summon itself, and then Grunix effect will destroy a fire monster. Well, fire beast, beast warrior, wing beast, you know what I'm saying. And destroy it, send it to grave. Destroys Kirin. I think it's Kirin. I'm pretty sure it's Kirin. Oh no, sorry. The other Kirin. Fire King Avatar Kirin. So this card, if it's destroyed and sent to the graveyard, you can send 1 fire monster from your deck to the graveyard. And our opponent sends Snake Eyes Oak. The Snake Eyes engine is coming out, guys. So our opponent then decides to link summon into Heater. And then here I decide, I'm pretty sure I activate Phantasme. Yes, activate Phantasme. I will draw 2, put back 1, draw into Disablaster, the Negation Fortress, and Mag. So we decide, I decide to put, I can't remember. So Nashta, I decide to put back Nashta. Now our opponent reborns the Infernoid Atondel. Next, our opponent will link summon into Princess, and then activates Void Breach. So what this card does is, if he controls no monsters or all monsters he controls are fiend monsters, which this is misplay, I do correct him on this, then he can, I'm pretty sure he was going to add a banished Infernoid monster to his hand or special summon, but he can't use it since actually, sorry, my bad. I did it again. Even in the duel, I was like, Princess is not a fiend, but it is, to my surprise. So anyway, he's gonna add the banished Infernoid Permias, I guess, to the hand. Princess will trigger special summon Snake Eyes Oak. Snake Eyes Oak special summons Decatron. Decatron effect, because it's not once per turn, sends an Infernoid monster to the grave. Opponent will now link summon into the new Infernoid Flood. And now opponent will special summon Infernoid Atondel again. Opponent will activate Infernoid Flood. So what this card does is, it can, if a card is banished from the graveyard, you can banish 1 card on the field, and I think that's the effect he is going for. Yes, that's the effect he's going for. Banishes our Phantasme. Opponent now links into Anima, and I think, okay, no. Opponent reborns, sorry, not reborns, special summons Deviati from the graveyard. And yeah, opponent enters battle phase, and I'm pretty sure, oh no, enters battle phase, and should be game. I think it's game. Yeah, it is game. Going to game 3. So we decide to make our opponent go first. Of course, Cyber Dragon is going second for that OTK. So, in the opening hand, opponent has Fire King High Avatar Kirin, Infernoid Sate Samas. I'm kidding, I'm not sure that's how you say it. Infernoid Decatron, Infernoid Antra, and another Decatron. In our hand, we have Fualos, Cyber Emergency, Machine Duplication, Imperm, and Phantasme. So, opponent starts off normal summon Decatron. Decatron effect sends an Infernoid Deviati, I think that is, to the graveyard. Opponent activates Kirin. Kirin will destroy the Infernoid monster in his hand to special summon itself. Opponent will link summon into Haita. Yes, Haita. And then we activate Fualos. I didn't activate it earlier because I wasn't sure if he was going to link summon or maybe activate an effect to special summon from the deck or graveyard, but since he link summoned, I decided to drop the Fualos. And then our opponent special summons Antra from the hand. Opponent then ends their turn with that. Not really a board, but this card, it says once per turn, during your opponent's turn, you can tribute one monster, then target one card in your opponent's graveyard, banish it. Not really gonna help him, not really gonna make a difference. But starting our turn, we join to Engraver, Imperm the Antra. Don't really want him to use that effect to banish a card in our graveyard. So now we start with Engraver. Engraver effect, add Tract. And then Tract effect, this will get Luri. Luri will special summon itself. Link summon into Requiem. Requiem effect will special summon Lacrima from the grave. Lacrima effect, send Fiendsmith Paradise, since we already have Engraver in our graveyard. Engraver will reborn himself by shuffling back Luri. And now here I was thinking I'm not sure if I was still playing Wave High King, but I decided to equip Requiem to Engraver, and Engraver effect will send Aita to grave, because if I do destroy it by battle or card effect, he gets that search. So I just decide to send it to grave. And then we link summon into Sequence effect to fusion summon into Desiree. And then I'm pretty sure we first use Cyber Emergency. Cyber Emergency will grab us the best Cyber Dragon in our deck, Cyber Dragon Core. Normal summon Core effect, get Cyber Dark Realm. We don't use Machine Dupe because I can just go for the OTK, and we need a spell or trap to discard off Chimera. So yeah, add Chimera. Effect to normal summon Chimera. Chimera effect gets us Power Bond, and then we link summon into... First I decide to go Sequence, and then we link summon into Cyber Dragon Sieger, Power Bond, fusion summon into Chimera Tech Rampage Dragon. Chimera Tech Rampage Dragon effect to send 2 light machine monsters to the grave, and it can attack 3 times, and that will be game. So yes guys, Cyber Dragon takes the win, and that brings us to the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed the replay. If you did, hit the like, don't forget to comment and subscribe. We'll really appreciate your support guys. Otherwise, till the next video, Naughty Nev signing out. Peace.